Hello and welcome to Mondays with Maria Gould. Today is episode 39 and it's December 1st, 2025. Today we're going to talk about the planes of existence, and then later on I will guide you into a cool little exercise we do in the basic Theta Healing class, teaching you how to communicate with angels. Now, the planes of existence is a concept that came to the founder of Theta Healing, Vienna Steibel, when she went up and asked the creator of all that is how everything fits together. She wanted to know the truth of where do the angels fit in, where do fairies fit in, where, all of this energy and spirits, how does it all fit together? And she was taken by the Creator down into the law of truth. And the law of truth showed her how the frequencies and vibrations of the 7 planes of existence and how all forms of creation are within these planes. So this law of truth actually showed her that everything is a part of Creator, but it is a different vibratory rate or frequency, so to speak, that different energies reside on. And it can be kind of like different instruments in an orchestra. So you have the basses and the drums, and then you have all the way up to the flutes. Okay, so it doesn't mean any one instrument or any one group of instruments is more important than the other. It is the orchestra of all of them playing together in harmony that is really what creation is. So one of the first planes of existence, the first plane of existence is the most dense, right? So this is the elements of minerals, the energy of the earth. This is literally the periodic table, right? All of that we learned in school, and how the building blocks of our solid world are put together. Now, the second plane of existence is the plant kingdom. So from the minerals, the plants take up the minerals and start to transmute that energy into vitamins, right? And plants give us vitamins, gives us energy from the sun through synthesizing that energy into vitamins for us to ingest. So the second plane also includes the fairy kingdom. It also includes the trees around you, all plant life, right? So next week it's going to be really, really cool. We are going to have an expert. Nicole Thompson will be joining us on our podcast to talk about communicating and talking to trees and what that can entail. And she has First Nation descent, and it is in her bloodline to be a healer. She is from a very famous healer in our area, Sophie Thomas, that created many traditional medicines to help people. And that understanding of how to communicate with the plants is really in her blood. So it's a great honor that Nicole will join us next week. So tune in for that. So the second plane in that beautiful plant kingdom is that bridge between the first plane, absorbing the minerals, and taking the sunshine and creating vitamins for us. Now the third plane of existence is now the next frequency of how molecules are put together. And that is the energy of proteins. And that is the animal kingdom and the human kingdom. So this is where amino acids start to be created out of minerals and vitamins, and that energy gives us mobility, right? The energy of minerals or crystals in the ground are non-organic, right? They cannot move on their own accord. Plants are rooted and grounded, but they can move and sway with the elements around them, and they grow and turn towards the sun. But now in the third plane, we do have that freedom of mobility. So as as animals and humans, we have that freedom to roam, to move, to take our body to different places. Now, this also includes the universe. Anything that is protein-based, like viruses. And now bacteria are considered in a lot of ways more in the plant kingdom, but they have proteins as well. So there's sort of a bridging energy that happens with the planes of existence. Now, on the fourth plane, this is the energy of our ancestors. Our ancestors are literally all of our loved ones that have crossed over after being finished on this earth plane, and their soul moves forward into the next plane of existence. And our ancestors look over us, and many cultures around the world, and many people still feel the presence of a beloved ancestor or beloved loved one that has crossed over, and they still feel their spirit and their presence around them. This is the realm of the ancestors, the fourth plane of existence. This relates to the carbohydrates that we eat. If we feel kind of a loss of energy around certain people or feel drained around certain circumstances, we might want to look at any ideas, thoughts, or beliefs around having our energy drained, right? And this has a lot to do with the ancestral plane, what we believed we have to do to make our ancestors happy, right? So the fifth plane of existence is the energy of angels. And now this has over 44 different degrees of variation, anywhere from sort of the cherub types of angels, guides, and guardian angels, right? All the way up to the archangels, the warrior caste of angels, and then also the gods, goddesses, all the way up to the golden light, which is sort of the ascended masters that have really transcended beyond the earth plane. These are people like Jesus and Buddha, okay, of the fifth plane. So when you start to understand these planes of existence, you'll understand as we walk through the meditation to communicate with our guardian angel that all of these planes are represented in the meditation. So I'll take you down into the earth plane and imagine drawing that energy up from the earth through your body, which is vitamins and proteins, right? And carbohydrates. You are all of those things. Now, the fifth plane is also, it relates to our body because it's all about balance, right? It's all about balance. And that comes from lipids or fats that we ingest. Without certain healthy fats in our diet, we can feel very unbalanced. I don't know if you remember, depends on your age, if you remember in the 90s, there was a big fad diet that all the women kind of took part in the no-fat diet. And then a few years later, the big theme was hormones, right? And Suzanne Summers brought out all of this awareness about our hormones and balancing our hormones. But if we aren't ingesting enough fat or the right fats, we will have imbalance. That's just kind of how that works, that chain reaction. So the angelic realm is all about balance. Okay? Now, beyond the angelic realm is the laws of the universe. And now remember when I started the conversation talking about Creator took Vienna to the law of truth. Now, the laws literally are huge energies or consciousness that it's almost like taking the energy, if you could compare it to the sunlight that comes through a prism that you hang in your window, and it shines the light of the sun through and creates variation of color on your wall, right? The rainbow colors from that light shining through. It's almost like the laws, from my perspective, are like taking the light of Creator and creating that variation of expression that is the rainbow, right? The red might represent the first plane of existence. The yellow the orange would represent sort of the plants, and so forth, right? So the laws organize the energy of the universe. So you have the law of truth, you have the law of magnetism, the law of cause and effect, right? So all of this energy kind of keeps balance in the greater scheme of things. And then the energy of the seventh plane is the energy of pure light, source, the creator of all that is, the life force energy that comes into this universe to create, that creates our soul, that creates our consciousness. And it is that light of Creator that is in all things, that is in all of the planes. And it is here to create and express and play. So I hope that this very brief understanding of the planes of existence helps you put a few pieces together of where different energies might sit. We go into a lot more details about that in the basic DNA Theta Healing class. If you are interested in looking into that training, you can search on my website, mariagould.com, and look under classes. You can also search on the thetahealing.com, which is Viana's website, and there are practitioners from around the world that can offer sessions or classes, and finding the right practitioner or instructor for you is so important. So just look at the profile pictures and see if anyone resonates with you. But I do encourage you, if you feel like you have gifts that have never been looked at, have never been opened, and you maybe feel a little bit overwhelmed with taking a look at those gifts and having some guidance on how to open those safely and have discernment with those gifts, that really is exactly what Theta Healing is. It helps you learn to open and foster your intuitive gifts that you are given by the Creator, that you are here to share. Right? And the more that you know that you are a part of Creator, and that what might be considered, a handicap by some, or sometimes I was misdiagnosed, I think, about being empathic, and it can be labeled, a mental health disorder or different things like that. When you understand that you're part of Creator and understand what your gifts are and how to utilize them and have discernment with them in the right way, it really is life-changing. So I do encourage you to check out Theta Healing. So I would like to take you on one of the exercises that we do in the basic Theta Healing class. And I'm going to guide you in the Theta Healing meditation. Now, as I said earlier, that this meditation is literally taking your consciousness through each of the planes of existence, all the way up to the energy of the Creator, the seventh plane of existence, the light, the life force that is creating all things. And as we tap into that energy, that unconditional love, that source energy that we come from, we really can communicate with all of the planes of existence and the energies that live there. So we'll show you through this exercise that you can learn to open up and communicate with your guardian angels. It's easier than you think. We actually are built this way. Society, I believe, has kind of dampened down people's belief in their innate abilities. And it's time in this great awakening for people to remember who they are and what they can do, right? So if you're driving, of course, maybe pause this and listen to this when you can take the time to close your eyes and really take part in the meditation. But if you're able, go ahead and close your eyes and let's just take a couple of deep breaths. And just let out any tension. And if you would like, I can offer just a download from Creator. Would you like to know that you are safe and worthy to easily communicate with your guardian angels? That they love you unconditionally and that you can discern the difference between the voice of an angel, the energy of an angel, and any other energies. Is that okay? Would you like that? If so, just say yes. And you saying yes will allow Creator to bring that energy through you. All right, so go ahead and imagine that you're in your heart space and that beautiful light that you are is sitting there. And I want you to imagine that you're going to bring your awareness below your feet, deep into the earth. Imagine drawing the earth energy up. Imagine drawing it up through your feet, all the way through your ankles, your calves, your knees, your hips, all the way up through your spine and through your chakras, through the energy centers of your spine. Ding, 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 feeling that energy all the way up to your crown. Imagine that your crown is like a beautiful lotus flower budding of 1,000 petals. Feel your crown opening those petals to the light of creation. And just for your imagination, imagine you in a small ball of light. Imagine that you are safe and comfortable in this ball. This ball of light is like your transport system through the universe to the light of creation. You can make it any color you'd like. It can be beautiful like a soap bubble. It can be purple, can be gold, whatever color, it can be multicolored. And I want you to see and turn your awareness in your imagination up beyond, as if you're moving in this bubble, up above the roof of your home. You are completely safe. Imagine that you can sort of see as if you're leaving the earth. Look at how beautiful the earth is, safely traveling in your bubble. Imagine going up and up and up beyond the whole earth, past the planets, out past all of the universe, past the Milky Way, all the way beyond the ever-expanding universe through a bright light. This is the plane of the ancestors, through layers of bright lights. This is moving into the angelic plane. And as you go higher and higher, you can see that the lights get brighter and brighter and brighter, more and more light. You'll go through a golden light. Go through a jelly-like substance. This is the laws of the universe. And you're going to go into the most beautiful divine light you've ever seen. It is the light of creation. It is the light of the Creator, the energy that you are, the energy in all things. And feel yourself allow the bubble that you traveled in to gently dissolve. You are held in love in this light of creation. That light, it is pearlized with gentle hues of light baby blue and pink. And that light tingles and sparkles like freshly fallen snow. And you imagine that light and those sparkles washing over you, washing any energy that isn't you off of your body. And then it starts to permeate into every cell of your body. This is the healing light of creation. You can feel it come through into your mind. It's as if each cell of your body lights up with this energy of creation, returns to perfect health. Feel it come through your eyes, your ears, your sinuses, your throat. That light just radiates down, turning on every cell, making every cell sing with the light of creation. Feel it come down into your heart, your lungs, through your bones, your skin, your muscles. Feel it permeate into your abdomen, all of your organs. Sense your organs begin to align into perfect health and strength, feeling your bones of your skeleton, your muscles, your skin. Feel it radiate down into the legs, into the joints of the knees, the ankles. Your whole body is filled with the light of creation. Feel your crown completely open, tingling, sparkling energy going through every cell of you. You are a part of Creator. And just say that a few times. I am a part of creation. I am part of the Creator. Then you're going to make a request to direct your mind. Creator of all that is, it's requested to speak with my guardian angel in the highest and best way. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. And show me. And I want you to sense the energy around your body. Now, if you are doing this in front of a mirror with candles and your eyes are very gently open, you're softly looking at the energy in the mirror around your body, around your shoulders. And you might start to sense an energy or a glow around one side. You might feel an energy around one side. If you're just having an internal experience, you'll feel the energy step closer to you. And just ask curious questions. Now, angels do not have official genders, but they do have male or female qualities. So, see if you can sense or get your first impression of what colors radiate from this angel. What colors do you sense, do you feel, do you see in the mirror? Your first impression is usually your correct one. And then get a sense of what this angel does for you. Does that angel feel protective? Does that angel feel like a comforter, like a support, like a guide? Now, angels speak in feelings. So open your heart space and ask your angel any question you have. You can ask their name. ask what they're here to help you with. Now, angels are here to guide and protect you, but they will never impose upon your will. So if you ask questions like, what should I do in this situation? You might sense a feeling of, you know what to do. Trust your heart, right? So they will never tell you what to do and make a decision for you. If you feel that your angel is doing that, you want to imagine going back all the way up in the meditation to the light of Creator and asking for more truth and discernment. Angels are there to guide and protect, but never tell you what to do. That is a universal law of free will. No being of God will ever force or make decisions for you, because that would be against the universal law of free will. So I'll give you a few more moments just to communicate that feeling and that love. You can always ask the angel how it feels about you. That can be very beautiful. Now just thanking the angel for coming to communicate with you, knowing that they are always with you. In truth, they've probably always been with you in this life. So knowing that you can communicate with your angel, the more you practice this exercise and meditation, the better you will get at that communication. It's going to open up those lines of communication for you and your angel. So I want you to thank the angel and asking the Creator to do a blessing for that angel. And then imagine yourself going back up into the light of Creator, that sparkling, pearlized light. And imagine rinsing off in a waterfall of light. Your crown is open, the light is tingling and tickling and sparkling through every cell of your body, lighting it up, bringing perfect health and healing. And now feel yourself coming back into your space, feeling your hips on the chair or lying on the bed. And I want you to really imagine feeling the light that you are back in your body, fully present, fully here. Feel the earth beneath your feet. Imagine the earth energy beneath your feet again. Feel her gravity. Invite in Mother Earth's energy up through your body again. Ding, ding, ding through those chakras, keeping the crown open. Take a deep breath in and open your eyes. You did amazing. Good job. So if you had a few experiences, a few glimmers of communication, you are well on your way to learning how to communicate with your guardian angels. Please come back to this meditation, practice again and again. You're going to get so good at it. And again, if you're interested in learning more, we do lots of these cool exercises in the Theta Healing class. You can check that out on my website, mariagould.com, under classes. Thank you for joining me today, and wishing you a very, very blessed Monday.